Hindi kita malilimutan. Well, I started playing the piano when I was 6 years old. I took classical piano lessons all the way till first year high school. And my dream was to become a concert pianist like my paternal grandmother. I had never thought of the priesthood during my earlier childhood years. But that afternoon in August, while waiting for our family driver to pick me up, I suddenly felt God's presence invade me. And my intuitive response was, "Yes, Lord, I will become a priest for you." I was in first year college when Ninoy Aquino was assassinated. And he being the first cousin of my mom, his assassination had a very deep impact on me. And while I was already becoming more and more aware of the political climate in college, his assassination spurred me towards activism. I felt my own heart being pulled apart because I wanted to be with our people in their struggles, but at the same time be attentive to the promptings of the Holy Spirit, to the call of the Lord to the priesthood. And so one midnight, while I was praying on my knees and in tears because of my confused state, I heard the Lord tell me very gently, "Manoling, this past 2 years you have been very much involved in your people's struggle for freedom and democracy." And the Lord gently reminded me, while political freedom is important, while economic development is important, they are all part of my work of redemption. Will you help me save souls as a priest? When I heard the Lord say those words in the depths of my heart, then I surrendered to the Lord and I found the peace I was looking for. Suddenly, the confusion vanished. Suddenly, the anxiety dissipated, and I found myself at peace. So the next morning, I applied for the Jesuit novitiate. Well, I was ordained with 8 other young Jesuits, or not so young Jesuits, back on April 12, 1997. I was being sent to Kiangan Mission in Ifugao. For me, first of all, it was a validation of my priestly ministry. I had always lived in Jesuit communities and never thought that I would be able to survive living by myself. Bishop Claver's parish and residence was a 4-hour drive from Kiangan to Bontoc, and we had no telephone, there were no cell phones yet then, and therefore I was completely isolated from all my brother Jesuits. I thought I would not be able to survive, but I ended up being very fulfilled and very happy, experiencing so many graces. And therefore, for me, it was a confirmation of my priestly vocation and that God would be with me wherever He called me. And therefore, whenever I fear a new transition, a new assignment, I am reminded that in the past, wherever the Lord led me, no matter how unprepared I thought I was, the Lord found a way to take care of me. I was happy to serve in Kiangan the rest of my life. But the provincial said, no, it's time to bid goodbye and pursue graduate studies. From Kiangan, one of the poorest provinces in the Philippines, I was transplanted to Cambridge and Boston, a very elite community in the United States. And so from living with our indigenous people, I ended up in Cambridge and Boston in an academic setting. After finishing my doctoral studies in 2005, I was sent here to teach at Loyola School of Theology. Primarily, I teach systematic theology here in LST, and then I continue to write music together with the Bukas Palad Music Ministry and produce CDs with JESCOM and JMM. But aside from those, I continue to conduct weekend retreats everywhere for various groups. And I serve also as Executive Director of Tanging Yaman Foundation. And I do spiritual direction. And somehow I still am involved with different political movements in the country.